Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes Reacts. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
And welcome to the Office Blokes Web Redemption.
Yes.
Do you think
Web Redemption?
Yeah.
This is Daniel
Do you
Tosh
think
stand
so?
up.
Yeah, I know it is.
Oh.
The Office Blokes Web Redemption, it's us.
Do you think so?
Yeah, of course.
going for
one
it.
day. One day.
One day we'll be on it.
We are the Office Blokes, a couple of other YouTube channels, Patreon page, social media merch, all that good stuff. Click the link below, it'll take you where you need to go. Simple as that. Do more Daniel Tosh, but do some stand-up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do more beatbox.
Yeah, do more beatbox. What do you do, Harry Mack? Right, Daniel Tosh. Black. I know nothing about this bit, but if it's from the same, I think it's from the same special that we did yesterday.
Called People Pleaser.
Yeah, which we did eggplant.
Yeah.
We did Eggplant.
It was, yeah.
Which was just
And I think we've
ruthless.
And I think we've done the other bit called White.
Right.
But I think we did a video to that. It was
Right,
a bit like, was it something to do with Americans working, having jobs?
Well, how do 90% of Americans have jobs?
Yeah, something
that
like that.
bit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think it was.
Anyway, we'll get into it. So Daniel Tosh, Black. Let's do this.
I hope the world ends in my lifetime. I want to see it. I don't want it to end tonight. And I know the hand that I was dealt. When shit hits the fan, I don't make good decisions. I die hour one. We need to go north. I don't know where north is. I'm gonna stay here, guys. Dead. Some of you, you're gonna survive for a while. Good for you. Sizing people up as quick as you can. Do you know how to fly a plane? No? Knife to the throat. Out of my way. You're useless. That's what I've learned from watching movies. If anybody ever comes running up to you screaming, do you know how to fly a plane? Muster up some courage in a hurry. Yep. Nobody screaming, do you know how to fly a plane, doesn't have horrible things happening right behind them. Just jump in that cockpit, just start flipping switches. Calm down, my plane's a little different. Have you out of here in no time. Does this have a mirror? No? Okay, that was a joke, haha. That's how you survive a little bit longer. I watch any TV show with Alaska in the title just so I can see what a real man is supposed to look like. Or Bear Grylls, I love him. A British Green Beret giving us survival tactics while we sit on the couch and snack. Come on, who's that show for?
I think we all feel the same about that, don't we? You watch a bit of Bear Grylls and you're just like, yeah, I'm sat here eating a bag of Pringles, a tube of Pringles.
It's all staged.
It's not, but he did get in trouble for, he was staying in hotels at one point when he was supposed to be in the wilderness. Yeah, a good few years ago.
I mean, he doesn't need to, obviously he knows his stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah, he was SAS, wasn't he?
Yeah, of course, yeah. But,
I'm not sure he was.
I think he was. I'm fairly certain
was
he
he?
was.
I'm not sure.
He was something up there, but I'm not sure he was SAS.
He said Green Beret then, but I always thought he was SAS.
Staying in a hotel, though, I mean, it sort of just flies in the face of the type of programme he's doing, really, doesn't it? You know,
It sounds a bit too posh to be SAS as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll Google it in a bit.
Come on, who's that show for? I can rule out half the planet. I don't know a woman that can do one pull-up, let alone climb a vine up a waterfall to eat a bat. Yeah, heads up, ladies, you're gonna die at the bottom. I'm going up there to eat bat. Do you know how to eat a bat? I saw this episode. I'll tell you, it's not as hard as you think. First thing you have to do, catch a fucking bat. I'm out. Catch a bat? Yeah, I can't kill a fly in under 3 hours in my house with equipment. You want me to blindly walk into a scary cave and barehand a flying AIDS rat? That's literally all he does. He just walks in and just snatches it by the feet or hooves, whatever the fuck bats have. And close your eyes, PETA, here comes the tough part. And he just bashes it over a rock because he wants his snack tender. Meanwhile, his camera crew's just laughing, eating Luna bars, like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Doesn't this stinky Brit realize American reality television is fake? We can pause the camera and put granola and pudding down and be like, you have to eat your bat to survive. He's chewing on a real bat. He's like, uh-oh, this could be a poisonous bat. The fuck did you just say? It's 11:30 at night. I'm trying to go to bed. Now I have to get up and Google what bats are edible. If there's a faint yellow diamond under the left eye, be wary. I'm looking at women that aren't laughing. My guess is you're hung up on the part where I said you can't do a pull-up and you checked out. I can do a pull-up. Yeah, and there's a reason you're here alone. Your shoulders are gross and nobody likes you. You should knock it off with a CrossFit. Nobody needs to flip a tire in 2015.
So what do you think?
I don't know. I've not got a problem with CrossFit though, because do you remember the gym that's on the corner near here?
When lockdown, we all used to slow down driving past. Mike used to have to get out and walk from here.
All the gyms are shut, height of the lockdown, and they're working out outside. There must have been car crashes because of that. Without a doubt.
I don't know what you mean.
I kept my eyes on the road the whole time, to be fair.
Like you do.
Mike, we used to drive past, you used to see the back of Mike's head, just like...
Just making it up.
We all have AAA. You haven't had your period in 4 years for a reason. You're growing a dick. Now lighten up. May I open the door for you? Nope, I've got it. Woman. You're the superior sex. I don't care. You ever get road rage? That's embarrassing. I've had road rage before and won, and I've had road rage and lost. I'm going to tell you 2 different stories. You can determine which is which. And the first one I want to point out, I was pretty young at the time. And the only reason I want you to know that is because I don't approve of what I said. But I had just moved out here to Los Angeles. I was in traffic in my Acura with the sunroof open. Yeah, I was doing pretty well from day one. Started from the upper middle-ish, now I'm here. I was yelling through my sunroof at a guy in a delivery truck, and I don't remember what we were fighting over. But at one point, I may have yelled, "That's why you have to work on Saturday, you piece of shit." And then he spit a mouthful of Doritos onto me.
He is, like, I think you said it when we first started doing stuff of his, and you said it's like Dennis from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And that just, that bit of just, this is why you have to work Saturdays, you piece of shit.
Yeah,
like shouting out your car window, that's Dennis from Always Sunny.
Definitely the sort of thing you come out with, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
So I lost, right? If a man spits a mouthful of Doritos on your face, you have 2 options. You can, 1, get a machete and murder everyone in his family. Or 2, you can close your sunroof because that psycho is not bluffing. I had chewed up Dorito on my lip. I can still feel it right now. I didn't have any napkins in my glove compartment. That was over 15 years ago. You think there's napkins in my glove compartment today? You're goddamn right there is. Every time I go to a restaurant, I take a big fuck you to the environment stack. And they're like, "Hey, don't take so many napkins." I'm like, I had chewed up Dorito from another man on my face. Now, here's a time more recently that I had road rage. I think I handled things a little more maturely. Again, I was in Los Angeles. I was on the 10 freeway eastbound, middle lane. Don't know what that says about my personality, but that's where you'll find me. I'm not an aggressive driver. Drive a station wagon. I was doing nothing wrong. I saw a car changing lanes, driving like a maniac, cutting people off. He was coming toward me. He wanted me to get out of the way. I chose not to. I'm like, fuck it, slam into me. He didn't, but he got on my bumper and he was irritated. He was flipping me off. I noticed he has a wedding ring on and his wife's in the front seat. And at that moment, I got real confident. Because I'm like, there's no way you're gonna go to the level of crazy that I'm about to. Not with your wife sitting next to you. Like at some point, she's gonna have to be the voice of reason. Like, "Stop it, Philip, just drive, I'm scared." So I got real brave, right? I'm flipping them off. I'm brake checking. I'm holding the windshield wiper fluid on. Like, is that your move? Yeah, very passive aggressive. I've cleared my calendar. I'm doing nothing for the rest of my life except irritating this asshole behind me. We're going about 10 miles an hour on the freeway at this point, and he won't pass me. I kind of respect it. I'm out of fluid. My exit's coming up, so I get off the freeway, and then he follows me right off the freeway. And at that moment, the real Daniel came crashing back, where I'm like, oh, shit. You were supposed to keep driving. That's not your wife, that's a hooker you're gonna murder, isn't it? Like, You got to think fast. What do? Well, I know this exit. It's Robertson exit if you want to verify it. There's a very large black homeless guy at the bottom with a sign that just said food. I aggressively drove toward him with this guy right on my bumper, slammed on my brakes to a dead stop so he's pinned behind me, can't get around. I roll my window down. I give the guy $20. I say, you need to go crazy on the car behind me. I swear, he doesn't even hesitate. Both hands on the hood, cocks his head, starts screaming at the guy. Meanwhile, I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna murder him too. Now I got blood on my hands, but I don't really care because it's a homeless guy. I'm like, it's probably not even the worst decision he's made today. So I take off, and the driver shoots me one last look, and I appreciate it because he certainly didn't have to. But he gave me the, you won. And I've never felt better about anything I've ever done in my entire life. You know, for the rest of his life, every time he gets in the car with his wife, she's gonna be like, you remember the one time with the homeless guy, man? Maybe I should drive, that's all I'm saying, hothead. So remember that next time you lose your cool behind the wheel. Calm down. Find a homeless person, pay them to do it for you. Way safer, and you feel good about yourself. And the only part of that story I embellished even the slightest bit was the amount of money that I gave him. Because if you think I'm giving out 20s, you're fucking crazier than he was. Thank you very much. Good night.
Oh, that's so good.
Great, that, isn't it?
Yeah, brilliant.
I prefer it if it was a video.
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah.
definitely.
It's hard to watch stand-up when it's just
It's
listen
audio,
to
yeah.
it. I've struggled to listen to anything unless I'm doing something
I
else.
think
at the
as
same time.
audio only goes though, he comes across pretty well though still. I think the inflection in his voice and the way he does it, I think it's still pretty good. But
You can picture it
it's
still.
Yeah.
tells a good story.
It's brilliant.
Happened to my bro years ago. He had a bit of a back and forth with a guy, and the guy followed him home.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, and like way parked was round the back of the houses, so there's no one around, and then the guy was just out of his car banging on the windows and stuff. When you're in the car, you're at a disadvantage. As soon as you try and get out that door, the person that's being aggressive is going to start throwing digs.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get out of a car when someone's already in that position.
Yeah.
So he just waited it out. Just sat there, and eventually the guy just
I was
left.
sat there thinking, right, was it my fault though?
I don't know what the build up to it was, but I know he was phoning me and my dad to see if we were in the house, because it's when we all lived together. And we weren't that day.
All these road things, you can one bit, you can go with both ways, can't it? You can see your backside about something, but then after it, you can think, actually, it was my fault, actually, or you think I'm going to lose my bag for it. Or,
I'd give everyone the thumbs up on the road. If someone does something stupid, I just look at them and just give them a thumbs up. It winds people up so much, it really does. I don't get
like
angry.
a sarcastic.
Yeah, just
well
nice one, mate.
Nice.
I'm saying
Brilliant.
nothing.
Can you imagine?
You don't
what
want to
he'd
know.
do. He won't be doing that anyway.
Remember your brother though, he won't get out of the car. Yeah, anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed that too. Don't forget, like and subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.